Hi everyone, welcome to the 2026 Chasing Giants route and general briefing. First of all, thank you so much to you, the rider, for taking part. Thank you so much to the local municipality, the local community and farmers, and then obviously to the Cat Leisure with the Golf Estate and the Catberg Mountain Resort for hosting you guys and all of us together. It's going to be a great weekend together. We cannot do our sport without these people allowing us. So just a massive thank you to them, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, safety first at all times. This is not a race. This is a weekend for you and your buddies just to have fun. For some, it's going to be real tough. For some, it's going to be real easy. And nonetheless, the focus of the weekend is fun and making great memories to take home with you. So, for the purpose of this video, this hand cursor, which you can see swinging here, is what you all mostly use to refer to something. For the purpose of day one, the blue line is the intermediate lines, the yellow lines are the weekend warrior lines, and the red lines are the hard lines. So you'll see that the loops are kind of all running together, and then at sections they will veer off into the different respected classes, so to speak. So there's a very, very, very important refuel sort of notification to take note of, but I'll get to that later. You cannot miss that. If you do that, it's going to mess up your whole day. But I'll get to that later when we get to the refuel. So everyone on day one, under all the arch banners, will be starting, hooking a right, leaving the estate somehow. Just for now that you guys can know, the route is probably 90% the same as 2025. We've kept it like that, as many guys have asked us to keep it like that because they couldn't finish 2025 and they really want to have a second bash at it. So we listen to you guys and we'll do it like that. Okay, so you'll be leaving the estate at the security gate. Immediately the hard and the intermediate will hook a left into a forest section. The weekend warriors on the yellow line will continue and miss a couple big rocks in some sections. And then everyone will get together again to do a beautiful forest section. I've shortened the forest section this year to try and help with some refuel management. Into a little section, cobble wobble, nothing serious at all for anybody. So the first sort of like quarter of the first half is fairly easy and very flowing. Then you'll see the hard guys will turn off into Cobra Riverbed. You guys remember that riverbed and some awesome little washaway sections that you guys climb up and climb down. And eventually you will meet up again with the weekend warriors and the intermediate riders. Everyone does Stairway to Heaven. Guys, very important. There are areas where lines are very close to each other. I do my best to tape it off here, but animals sometimes can tape it off. Can walk it off and break tape. Make sure that you watch your GPS the whole time and that you do not make mistakes, especially where you see lines are very close to each other. So then, at the top of this section, the yellow line, which is the weekend warrior line, you guys will head back home. Just follow your line, and you guys will be the only guys that actually have a track that leads you all the way back to the manor and the start area. Your track for day one is going to be 22, 23 Ks, and that's all. It's the end of your day. Very easy. You'll have one climb and a whole bunch of forestry sections, and that's basically your day. All right, so then coming back to after Stairway to Heaven, the hard and the intermediate guys will go down Stepsister. You guys remember that well. Nice little sort of wash away downhill. Do some lowland type of riding. Guys, another thing just to remember is when you are riding lowlands close to any community of some sort, to make sure or to be on the lookout for any fencing or any sort of washing lines. I've ridden this loop plenty of times in the past couple of weeks. There's absolutely nothing and no danger of that, but you never know what can happen at night or a day before. So just be on the lookout for anything like that. River crossings, couple of very, very slippery river crossings. Don't be fooled. They are extremely slippery, but nothing is too deep or drownable for your bikes unless you drop them, obviously. All right, then a little bit of a Foster section. Everyone will come, and then the intermediate and hard for the rest of this day will now get to a splash and dash. Guys, I'm not sure how far it is to the splash and dash, maybe like 26 kilometers or something. I do suggest you send yourself on day one at least 2 liters because I think you're going to be about 52, 53, maybe even 55 Ks to the refuel area. So you have to put your fuel, a 2 liter or 5 liter, on day 1 to come to the splash and dash area. That will be allocated at the start and finish in the trailer, and we'll let you guys know about that. But without that fuel, some of you will not make it, so you need to make sure that you do that. Okay, everyone's going to do a little switchback climb called link switch, kind of links you between 2 communities. You'll be heading down a sort of like a washaway rocky section, 1 or 2 more river crossings. You will then head on a little bit of a dirt road. Here's an area called Pet Cemetery. As you guys can see, the hard do a little climb there of some sort. The intermediate will miss that. That's just for time's sake. But hopefully by this time the hard guys have passed the intermediate riders, as you'll have some more little river crossings and so on. Eventually both of you will then hit a climb called the Punisher. It was in last year as well. It really is not that tough, but it's long. So for sort of intermediate rider, this is like your climb for before refuel. It will probably be your hardest thing to do. After that, sort of like open riding, flowing riding, you will eventually get to, you'll cross a little thing called the balance beam. It's just a little washaway bridge, which is hardly anything left of it. You'll do a little climb, which we used to call the refuel switch. And important to know is that this area over here where this quarry is was last year's refuel. You are not refueling here. You are now going back to the manor where you started to refuel. So this is the most important part of this whole loop briefing. Day 1, everybody, when you get to the what's it called, the entrance to the estate at the thatch roof, your track will kind of stop there, or it will continue over there. You have to, there will be signboards up, you have to from there go back all the way to the manor start, do your refuel there, ignore all tracks at that area, ride back to the start or to the entrance of the estate and continue a track over there. I have not drawn you a track all the way down, just because there's going to be so many crisscrosses and I don't want you guys to do that. If you miss this going in here and just continue a track, you're going to run out of fuel very quickly. So you have to make sure that once you get to the entrance of the estate, that you go all the way down to the manor, ignore all tracks that you see, refuel, and get yourself some energy with some food, etc., whatever you need. Ride back all the way. So you need to familiarize yourself with how to get to the start, from the start back to the entrance of the estate. There, the hard guys will basically cross the road and continue the line, and the intermediate guys will turn left and go up. So to help you, whenever you get to the entrance of the estate, you go into the estate and you go down to the manor to refuel. You then ignore everything, come straight back to the entrance, and then you follow your lines. Day 1, everyone's going to turn left, sharp left, but immediately a sharp right for the hard guys, and the rest of you, the intermediate guys, will continue into a different line. So the intermediate guys will go around. You'll do an area called Popcorn, little riverbed there, and then eventually head up into sort of standard enduro terrain. For the hard guys, your day starts now. So up until refuel, it was basically an intermediate ride. So if you're not sure if you will be able to continue the rest of the day, you must understand, for the hard, it gets a lot tougher after refuel. This year, we're probably going to have a refuel cut off 11:30. That gives you from 7 o'clock. We're going to start early, 7 o'clock. So it'll be 7 till 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11:30. 4.5 hours for you to leave refuel. If you're not able to do that, you will never, ever finish hard. So last year, guys that started the second half at 12 o'clock, they didn't make it. Not even nearly. So you need to know that you have to be quick on your first half if you want to make sure that you finish the day. All right, so the hard will continue. They do the famous or the infamous Tom's Tantrum riverbed. Will come out, and then the brand new soapbox, which was last year's probably most hated or most unappreciated section, if I should rather put it that way. Hard will then come and join back with the rest of the guys. All right, the blue line takes everyone across like standard enduro terrain. Everyone then does cat's tail. When I say everyone, I'm referring to the intermediate and to the hard guys, obviously together. Do a wood section, you go down another section of the cat's tail. Then you'll see the hard guys will veer off and go do this whole section over here called Black Mamba. Also another famous little climb. All the way to the top, come down Friendly Giant, meet up with the rest of the guys, and then you'll go up to Cat Poop. Guys, it is very important for you to know, if you do not start or get to this section and start Black Mamba by 2 o'clock, you are not going to make it. So I want to ask, if you guys get to this section, and if you know where you are, I might even be there standing waiting for you. Please, don't be a hero. You're going to end up in the dark. 2 o'clock cut off over here. You cannot go up Black Mamba. I might even do it at 1:30 cut off. So remember to just to keep that in mind. After that, Cat Poop, everyone goes up Cat Poop again. It gets cut off by latest 4 o'clock. If you do not make it, and if you decide anywhere that you've had enough, make yourself down to this little village area over here and hit the dirt road. You always keep a right. When you come home, this dirt road takes you all the way back to the manor. Easy enough. After that, after Cat Poop you'll go up Camel's Back and then down the long pass. I'm not sure how long the pass is. I think it's about 10 or 15 kilometers, which is a dirt road. But the most important part in this section, you'll see all these danger marks. There's a massive washaway with a cliff. There's basically a 1 meter section for you to ride against the wall of the mountain. You have to be exceptionally, it will obviously be marked, exceptionally careful in this area. I'll send a photo sometime during the week of just what it looks like there to give you an idea. Everyone will then come down and head down to the end, and that will be the end of your day one. There will be stickers en route for you to take and put on your helmet, which will determine if you did the hard or the intermediate loop. So make sure to be on the lookout for any boards with stickers which you'll put on your helmet. And then you'll come into the back into the manor area, and yeah, hopefully you would have accomplished what you wanted to accomplish for day one, and then go home, go relax, go braai, go eat, and get yourself ready for day two. It's going to be a lot of fun. So day one for the hard is going to be about, on GPS it says 95 Ks, it'll probably be over 100 Ks at the end of the day. For the for the intermediate guys, around about 75 kilometers, and the weekend warriors about 22, 23 kilometers around there. All right, we'll move on to day two.